Right now, Celebrity Sleaze with Fram.
Let's dive in. Barnes, did you know that Paul Reubens was well known for never forgetting a birthday?
No.
Yeah, celebrity friends are sharing the videos, memes, gifts. He sent them on their special day. This is one from Kathy Griffin that she posted on Instagram. Listen.
Well, Kathy. That's right, Kath. Television's Paul Reubens. Kathy. I don't think I have to tell you who I am. I don't have to, and I won't. What would ever possess me to take this kind of time from my busy celebrity schedule? I'll be right there, everybody! To make a video like this for you. Why? Why would I do it? Why? I asked the question, I'm going to answer it. I'm crazy, Kathy. Crazy about you. I'm crazy about you. I hope you know that. I don't know if you really know the extent of it. And I want you to know I'm thinking about you today and sending you so much love and light. I hope that this year beginning for you today is filled with kindness, joy, love, and happiness, Kathy. Seriously. All the very, very best. Mwah. Dude!
Paul Reubens.
I mean, that's who he is. What's cool is he didn't ever think that would be public.
Right, and now I'm wondering, you think other celebs will post audio from birthday wishes? Maybe.
Yeah, sad.
More drama about Lizzo, and I'm about to tell you that she is speaking out and speaking up.
I bet.
Now, Beyonce used to name drop Lizzo during Break My Soul on her big tour right now. Well, she didn't do it the other night in Boston. People think she cut Lizzo's name out because of the dancers who are suing her for being abusive. She just cut her name out. So that caused a whole other story, but Lizzo speaking out. A very, very long post on Instagram. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but here's the gist of it. These last few days have been gut-wrenchingly difficult and overwhelmingly disappointing. My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness have been questioned. My character has been criticized. Usually I choose not to respond to false allegations, but these are as unbelievable as they sound and too outrageous to not be addressed. As an artist, I have always been very passionate about what I do. I take my music and performances seriously. It goes on, Barnes, and at the very end, I'm hurt, but I will not let the good work I've done in the world be overshadowed by this. I want to thank everyone who has reached out in support to lift me up during this difficult time.
Yeah, this just sucks, man, when your team turns against you like that.
It's pretty unbelievable, but good for her for speaking up, because sometimes people are told to be silent, and she is defending herself. She's saying, I'm not a victim, but I want to defend myself. This is coming out nearly 2 months after actor Treat Williams was killed in a vehicular accident on his motorcycle and another car. Guess what? Vermont State Police have charged one man with gross negligence. Ross M. Koss, who lives in Vermont, was notified of the charges Tuesday. He was processed and released. According to a press release, his arraignment is September 25th. The actor was driving his motorcycle when Dorsett tried to make a left turn and collided. Treat Williams was flung from his bike, later pronounced dead at Albany Medical Center.
Wow. Scary.
Yeah, all of that just coming out now. Mark Zuckerberg built an octagon in his backyard because he can, and his wife Priscilla Chan wasn't very happy about that. She even scolded him in a text saying, I've been working on that grass for 2 years. What are you doing?
Dude's ready to fight, man. He wants some Elon.
Oh, that's so funny. We have another new streaming service from an unlikely source. NASA is launching its own streaming service this year called NASA Plus. They'll offer live coverage of things like rocket launches, original video series, no mention of aliens yet, but I would think that some people might be glued to that. What do you think?
That's super niche, bro. Super niche.
Could happen.
How about you do an internet service, kind of go against Elon up there? If NASA's already got, they've got the lockdown on that, let's have your internet.
Barnes, I had to bring up this story just for you. Reese Witherspoon agreeing to joint custody, no spousal support in her divorce settlement. It looks very amicable, by the way. Each parent contributing equally to the payment of all expenses regarding property, furniture, appliances, furnishings, other personal items have been divided to the mutual satisfaction of both parties. All legalese, but apparently it looks super amicable.
Well, they need to train Costner how to do it then.
That is
Right? I mean, they're neighbors.
That is so true.
But Reese, if you want to talk, I'm here.
You're so supportive.
I just want to be there for you.
If you need a shoulder to lean on, right?
Yeah.
Oh, life on the road looks a little different these days for Def Leppard and Motley Crue. Yeah, they're opening up to People magazine about their joint tour with Tommy Lee and company, which kicks off this weekend. Guitarist Phil Collin likens their co-headlining tour to being a bunch of kids at school. Yeah, they've learned a lot now that they're around 60 years old. Quote, if you fall asleep, you were in a deep doo-doo because Tommy Lee, who's acted like he was 5 years old, probably 5 months older, would go around putting pot plants on people's heads and then taking pictures of them. Yeah, life's a little different now. At least Tommy's smuggling plants now instead of cocaine. Yeah, he's smuggling in bonsai trees. That's his latest obsession.
I don't know what Joe Elliott is doing to himself, but he looks like a different person.
I haven't seen a picture. What does he look like?
Kind of strange.
He doesn't look like Joe Elliott?
No, I don't know if it's like injectables going on, and he's got this weird thing going with his hair, like just that it's white and kind of, he has it in a weird, it just looks weird. I don't know what's going on.
I'll have to check that out. That's going to be a big tour.
Remember him on our show one time in LA. He is not a friendly dude. And all the stuff that I see.
Joe Elliott?
Yeah, he seems like he's really mad. I don't know what it is, but that dude, he's rough.
Tommy Lee, just the opposite, remember?
Oh, so fun.
Queens of the Stone Age, Josh Homme, or Home, I think it's Home, thinks it's kind of jerkish when bands refuse to play their hits.
Agree.
And by the way, coming from someone like him, I think this is pretty breakthrough. Quote, acting like a song that a lot of people like is a burden is just a strange reaction to the gift that your fans have given you. I'm so glad he broke it down.
So glad, because there's so many bands. He made the point perfectly. You're famous because of that song. Why would you take it away from the people?
We got to put out a list of songs that bands don't do anymore. And I would say like Creep from Radiohead, number one.
That's a good, Matt C, research. That's a good one.
George Clooney, Matt Damon, Leonardo DiCaprio, and more have raised over $15 million for the SAG-AFTRA Foundation to support journeyman actors who are facing economic hardship because of the strike. Good for them. And you're seeing more and more of that unfold. Finally, did you miss The View? Yesterday, Whoopi Goldberg talking about pool sex.
Well, the answer is yes. I miss The View every day on purpose.
Of course. I know you do.
But I did see this clip. It's pretty funny.
Because, if you tried to have sex in the pool, that's not easy.
Well, logistics. So hard?
Because you're trying to go up the hill and you're getting resistance.
You're trying to go
from the water that is within.
Oh, my God. Hey.
That's pretty funny. She's got a point.
She does have a point, and it's finally nice hearing her do something funny and not controversial, but that's your celebrity sleaze.
Have you? Well, I'm not even going to ask. Someone else going.
No, don't. Yeah.
Fram, yeah. All right.
Yeah, I know.
I'll leave you with a clip. This is fun. Rob Lowe, who, if you're into all those actors from that, brat pack of the 80s.
Yes, definitely I am.
Dude went to high school with all of them. I mean, from, Demi Moore to, was he Rob Lowe, the dude from basically all the people from those movies of that era all knew each other. And he was on Bert Kreischer's podcast, Two Bears, One Cave. And that whole segment with Rob Lowe is excellent. He asks him about if he ever had sex with Demi Moore, and you'll have to listen to it to hear his response. But let's just hear how they have a little fun with how pretty Rob Lowe is.
Were you always like a stud?
No, because when I was a 12-year-old in Ohio...
Because your features are inarguably perfect.
I could argue that, because I was super pretty.
You're very pretty.
I was, and it is tolerable now.
I'd argue you might be prettier than my wife. Like in a dim lit room, I think people, if you got to pick one, I would say the majority of this country would go, I'm going to roll the dice and see
if it was dark and I had a wig on.
Oh, if you had a wig on, there's no...
Well, let's face it, anything with a wig and we're kind of down, right? Come on.
You and Brad Pitt are two perfectly symmetrical human beings.
The Morning Next with Barnes and Leslie. 99X.